Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Stonehearth Alpha 20. We're playing in the normal mode campaign once again. Kind of left on a little bit of a cliffhanger. Cliffhanger maybe, but we definitely left on a not finished build here that I really wanted to try to get done last episode, but simply didn't. So hopefully we can get a little bit more done here today. So let's take a quick peek through here. Yeah, I thought we would have something that we can get rid of. Get rid of all this stuff. We don't need it. In fact, let's just empty out some of our storage here. I think that's probably fine for now. But as you can see, I've done a little bit of work off camera, just trying to get this area a little bit set up. This might take a little while because we have people going to all corners of the land. Like over here, we have people going over here to get all the bushes we need in order to kind of finish this job. So hopefully we can get all this done this episode. Here, I've been kind of thinking about what to put in here. And we definitely need kind of like almost like a cemetery type of area. So this might double as that. I'm not sure yet, but we do have the monument here, the Valor of Sid, kind of decorated out. So I put some the fine lamps up here, the scout gong, and then some of the goblin honor tokens, because this is what it's all about, right? That is the honor of Sid in a nutshell, is just kind of military presence. Over here, this is more of like kind of a trade area. So I put down a couple of these decorative vases, and we'll probably expand on that a little bit further, but I think this should be all like fine material. I don't know if you can do fine market stalls, question mark, he asks himself. I don't know, has anyone seen a fine market a fine market stall? I certainly have not. I still want to kind of clean up this area and get the roads a little bit better connected, better laid out. Like we've kind of dedicated ourselves here more or less to this concept of a road, you know, with the kind of like the curb areas here. So I want to stick with that theme, I think, just to make everything kind of fit together. But we'll have to see. There's still a lot of work to be done there, and we're definitely going to have some attacks here. We may as well, like honestly, we may as well just get a head start on this. Like we may as well just come in here and attack for everything that it's worth here. So we'll get groups 1 and 2, and they will maybe find their way over here. They appear to just be patrolling. What if we do... Oh, there they go. Okay. They've finally considered doing what I asked them to, and seem to have approved my request. So this should be fairly straightforward combat. An enemy, you say? No kidding. We should make pretty quick work of this. We kind of jumped into the middle, so I don't have too many worries here. We'll finish this guy off, hopefully. Yes, we will. And then let's go over here and also finish these guys off while we're at it. They dropped a little bit of loot, some scouts' hats. We'll take it. An enemy, yep, I am aware. Perfect. Okay, so we've kind of cleared out the neighborhood. Daily update. Not quite. We have a bunch of Hearthlings now. We're up to 32. So I'm not too concerned about missing out on daily updates at this point. But as you can see, they have a lot of bushes to still go grab. And we have a build order going. So it's going to more than likely take a little bit of time here. But I've also spent some time kind of decorating up the houses a little bit, just to try to make them a little bit more interesting so they're not so plain. We still have a lot of work to do over here in this aisle of houses, but we'll get to that. We just don't really need anything, to be perfectly honest. Our net worth should go up considering we're building a bunch of more houses, and we're also going to be filling in some more of this area. I believe this all contributes to your net worth. I believe. I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure that that is true. One thing I have noticed, if you are doing builds similar to this, is that things will get counted in sometimes as part of the build. So I actually had to reload. This is the second take of this episode, I guess you could say, because I had to reload because when I was putting these bushes in before, I had misplaced one, and when I was trying to move it, it actually counted it as like part of the build. I don't know if it'll do it. Yeah, so it did this exact thing here. So now I'm wondering if they will in fact grab these or not. I don't know. We might have to take a take 3. We'll see. Because I don't know if they'll grab them and put them in, or if this is just going to be counted as like berry bush, because I don't think you can grab one of these. Yeah, you can't undeploy it. And I think that's where the problem is kind of lying here. They do have move orders attached to them, so maybe they'll get around to it. I'm not sure. This could be one of those instances where we use like an instant build command and just try to force it into working. But we'll give them a shot. We'll see if they'll go and haul those bushes over here first, of course. So we put a couple things down. We put like some carpet in here. We've put flowers and flags and everything like that on most of the buildings at this point. And now it's just kind of a question of where do we take it from here, right? So I think I want to finish this area out and potentially this area, and I think it'll go much faster now that we kind of have a good layout for it. But we also want to do this area like we were mentioning before, and we also want to do the castle up here, and we're probably just going to delete this building, to be perfectly honest with you. We could move this up here. It might be easier to do it that way. Maybe, but we kind of have like the food place all right here, so I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do up here. But we'll figure that as time goes. So let's see, let's have them finish the building in its entirety here, and we'll keep it on speed 4. Just to see. Okay, we'll pause the game. We have invaders approaching. Should be fairly easy. There isn't a lot out there that can really challenge us at this point. Like, I don't know if the enemies are actually going to get harder or not. Kind of looks like the curbs are confusing them a little bit in terms of pathfinding. So maybe keep that in mind if you're doing similar builds. It looks like the curbs, for whatever reason, confuse them, even though they can walk straight over them. Like, we've all clearly seen that happen before. Did you just put a thing down? I don't think you did because you're a cleric, but it also makes me question why you're not over here doing your job. These are just the thoughts I have. It's nothing personal, I assure you. Alright, looks like we've cleaned that up well and good. So we'll move them back over here so that they don't run off, basically. I hear them placing stuff. Is it stuff in here? Could be. All right, let's take a look. So you're running over here. You're grabbing. What are you grabbing? Oh, there you go. Okay. I'm just going to follow him. I just want to see. Asher North Point, level 4 Mason. Just doing your job, man. I love it. We've gotten food, but not net worth. That's okay. So there's no like commands here to build. Oh, they are doing it. Perfect. Okay, so we don't even need to worry about doing like an instant build command at this point. Is there anything we can get rid of? Oh, the wheat we have, man. It's just outrageous. I started putting more down over here just to kind of decorate it up a little bit. I'll sell some more of this stuff. So yeah, I was kind of thinking about potentially making this kind of a cemetery as well. And the interesting part here is that you can actually take trees, and it looks like you can just plant them right in here. So we could put down a couple trees and then kind of have our, our cemetery here. And I think that would fit nicely just because we have the monument, the Valor of Cid here, which is militaristic in nature. And that would kind of, honor the sacrifice, if you will, if you'll bear with me there. And we have quite a few to put down too. Well, this only shows 2, but I assure you that there are more than 2. Like we have a pickup order here. Maybe we re-engage that potentially. Goblin Thieves. Honestly, I'm just gonna take our archers over here, I think. They got a little tiny encampment right there. Our archers should be more than enough Yeah, they're more than enough to take these guys out. So we'll just finish the whole job then. Where are you going right now? That's my question for you. You're gonna go and have a chat? That's okay, I suppose. Get 100% wrecked, man. Our archers are so powerful. All right, let's bring it back over. Perfectly fine. You guys have finished this task. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and continue on here. And we will build this building here. We'll get this one done, and then we can kind of pave this area off. And honestly, that might be it. I kind of want to keep this area a little bit more open than usual. So I know we had a house here before, but I think we might just, you know, curb this off basically and just have this be an open space in the middle of the town. So this will kind of act as like the town center proper, if you will. Whereas this is kind of just, you know, a segment of it. It's kind of like it's on the corner of it, which is kind of interesting. The Fountain of Plenty. So yeah, I think getting kind of like the high value items over here would fit pretty well with that theme. So Fountain of Plenty, let's take a look. We could try to like carpet the entire area. Maybe. Using like the fine like flower pots and stuff could be interesting. Maybe. There's a lot of stuff we could do. I don't really think, yeah, like we can't, oh, we can hang these off of here, sort of. Can we hang them on the side? I think it would fit even a little bit better. We can fit them on the side. It might make them look kind of more, oh, maybe we can't. Maybe it does not like that. No, it appears that it does not like that at all. So maybe we can't do that, but that would be interesting. It would make them look more like market stalls almost, like if you've been to like a Saturday market or something along those lines. Oh, you know what I just realized? Maybe they cannot get out at this point. Okay, let's move one of them. Daily update, we will do. We didn't get food, we didn't get that either. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so now they're out. So let's take this and move it back. Why do you suddenly not fit? There you go. So they can only come here to places, so they shouldn't get stuck at this point. But it is going to... It's going to be a little bit weird putting more stuff in here now. Because if they get stuck in here, why would you do it like that, is my question for you. So we might have to have like one way out here. Interesting. Or we just let our master blacksmith perish, which I don't think is the right option. Can we do... Is there anywhere we can like actually hide this? Okay. Aha. Now you can get out, but I don't want this ladder here either. So what I'm hoping is they just stand on top of this, tear it down, and then just walk over it. That's the dream. Anyways, we'll see if it works or not. And then leave. And then leave. And then leave. You're the worst. You're the absolute worst. Oh, yes, we've done it. Don't get stuck. Yes, we've done it. That's all part of the alpha, man. It's all part of the alpha. So I think I'm liking this this a little bit more. We could have done a better job, I think, if we had started with it. We could fill this area in. Like put one more house here, potentially. But so we can grab the gravestones and put them in here. Maybe like a tree for every person that we've lost, and I think it's 4. Okay, we have invaders approaching. They got in pretty far before it said anything there, didn't it? They would probably pick these guys up for from their defense, but let's go ahead and do an attack order anyways, just to make sure. And we'll go ahead and speed up time. And it should be pretty straightforward combat for us as well. Yeah, I see nothing wrong with this. They clearly have some clerics back here that need to go. Let's go ahead and do a direct attack order on this guy, and then this guy as well. And that should be the end of it, yes? Yes. And then you know the drill. Come back here and defend. Indeed. So once they get this guy up, we only have one more building to get up after that. Are we running out of any materials? We still have stone. This is a food crate apparently. Okay, we'll take it. Still have plenty of wood, so we still have plenty of materials to get all this stuff done. And there's no other build orders. There's a couple loot orders, but that's okay. Let's take a look at our vault. Are you full? You're absolutely full. Okay. So then what do we get rid of? Chest of gold coins. Yes. But those aren't placeable, are they? They're absolutely not placeable. So I guess those are just stuck in there, I suppose. But let's take a look. We have 16 of these doors. We can get rid of 10 of those, I think, and be moderately okay with that. We'll get rid of some of those too. What else can we get rid of out of there? So much wheat. All right, let's just sell some of this. It's fine. We'll be okay, I think. We'll keep all this. We'll keep all the gold. So much junk in here, man. We can probably get rid of some of those and be perfectly fine with our choice and get rid of some of these. We can't really do anything with the general's hats, as far as I know anyways. So we'll get rid of some of these. Whoop. Bloop. Get rid of some of those. All right, that's fine. Daily update, we got food. Oh, we're 53 off. Man, you hate to see that happen, right? This should be going up. Yeah, it's going up just fine, I think. Let's go ahead and grab our cook. We'll make a couple more of these too. And we've replaced this. I'm not sure if I covered this in a video or not, but we replaced all of this with just chickens at this point. Let's make sure we have enough chicken feed. We certainly should. They're maintaining 4 in the inventory, so yeah, okay, perfect. It got placed there. I like the idea of turning this into a graveyard. I kind of dig that idea. So we could grab, we'll grab the remaining gravestones. And what we could do is we can take these oak trees and we could do like one. Can I do my thing? Can I do my thing? All right, we'll do an attack command. Do our attack commands. Fine. Nobody perish unnecessarily. Or perish unnecessarily. It's up to you. All right, they seem to be okay. And these guys are dropping fast too. Looks like their clerics are... Some of them got held up. I don't know what they were doing, but it seems to have worked to our advantage here. Oh man, this is urban combat right here. Forget Call of Duty. This is Stonehearth Modern Warfare. Have we done it? No, not quite. devotee of Diamond Star, get absolutely wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Okay, bring him back over here. You really gotta manage your military in this game, man. I wish you could do like attack and then come back and defend. Attack, come back and defend. But like I was saying, grab these guys, and what we would do, the plan would be anyways, is to set these down, gravestones underneath of them, right? So a couple over here, a couple over here. Kind of like that idea. We hopefully shouldn't lose too many more people. I would hate to have to expand this space any further. Looks like this place is just about done. Looks like they're tearing down the scaffolding right now. So let's go ahead and have them start building the next one here. And hopefully, let's take a look at our Hearthlings. Things are loading a little bit slower these days. So we want to have a couple of them. I feel like that's a decent enough spread for now. So we'll have a couple of them that are solely dedicated to just building. And a couple of them that are solely dedicated to pretty much everything, I guess. So not solely dedicated to anything would be the answer there. So they will be doing all the hauling, the mining, and the building when necessary. I think they prioritize building anyways. But this way we just ensure that we have people here that will be building kind of around the clock, as it were. We also need to, well, I don't want to do it yet. But what we can do is we can take this, and we may as well fill this in. Just like so. Finished. Yeah, start building it. Got food, got net worth. That's 33 Hearthlings, there we go. Welcome aboard, Pyat Finton. I wonder if how many names they have in their database. I wonder if you can like max it out or anything like that. Be interesting to see. So this building should go up relatively quickly, and then we'll pave the rest of this area, and we'll have a nice little town square basically going forward here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just commit to the idea of just having this kind of blocked off. So we'll say finished, and we'll say start building there. Just so they can get that done. And then let's make sure, so many resources, man, good Lord. So let's make sure, looks like this is the entrance here. So we could actually just mine that out, and that should be fine. That should give us more than enough resources. Slice back up. Everything should have like fine quality stuff. I guess we can continue to add to this. So we should have a couple of these. Indeed we do. So throw in there, throw in there. Throw one here. Sure. Why not? So now we have a fully functioning fine dining area here. So they should be relatively happy about that. We'll go ahead and turn building vision off. Perfect. This is a pretty nice place right here, if I do say so myself. It could use, it has a light on that side. It could probably use a light on this side as well. Let's take a peek in here. The other one is normal quality, so we should probably make this one normal quality as well, just so it blends together there. I don't know if you can, oh, you can replace them. Interesting. Okay, good to know. All right, they're doing their defense thing. They're building this thing up. I suppose what we could do is we could start on this. So we'll do something like that. Something like this. And we'll just leave that for now. How does that look? not bad. I like the idea of it being a little bit empty because we're gonna fill it in with other stuff, just not buildings. So this used to be kind of filled in with like trees and stuff like that. And I think we're gonna have something similar because I don't want it to just be like devoid of like nature. The problem is these trees get pretty big too. I wonder if there's like a good way to kind of limit them from growing almost. Are these blocks? We don't need anything from there. Are those blocks available? Like, could you? No, they're not. So my thought there was, could you just build using these colors, like build your own custom tree, but not really by the look of it. Unfortunate, but true. Potentially later on, or maybe even with mod support, could be a thing. There's no real reason, as far as I can tell, to limit the color choice of blocks. So I think it'll happen eventually, maybe just not yet. But I think I'm about out of time here. I just wanted to give you guys kind of a look at the semi-finished product here. It's still gonna take a little bit of time, but we're getting real close to having at least this area kind of done. Okay, lost food, lost net worth, that's okay. In fact, I think what I want to do before we end the episode is maybe put something here and then put something, is this, so go right here. Yes? Yes. Right? I feel like this one's closer. That's okay. You get the point. So we'll have these two grow. We might have to do some testing to see if you can limit. I think it's if they're close enough to, well, maybe if they're close enough together. I'm not sure. We'll have to figure it out. But that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. As always, if you did enjoy it, hit the like button. It does help me out so very much. And if you want to see more in the future, go and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Until then, we'll see you next episode.